So we want to talk about another pretty amazing build. We also shot a video on it. It's over on youtube.com/Parts Kind of Gurus. It's the Tjin Edition Customs 2022 F150 Lightning Super Cab or Crew Cab or King Cab or whatever you want to call it that Neil Tjin brought to the show. Ford asked him to build this thing, and it's an all-electric pickup truck, as you all know. But what he did to this thing was pretty amazing. Wouldn't you say, Keith?
Yep. Yeah, so, this is the perfect use of SEMA Build, right? You're showing what's possible. You're showing the capabilities of the product. And he went out and he got solar panels for a Thule roof storage device. It's all manufacturer built, but he put that thing up there and it charges a battery pack, which is in the bed of the truck, which charges e-bikes, which were like on the back of the truck. And there's so many cool features. And people, Jay, I think you've pointed to this, will sometimes say, yeah, man, but I'm never going to use half that stuff. Well, okay, but that's the purpose of the SEMA Build, right?
It's a candy store, man. If you like builds, this is what it's for. Most of the time, it may not have a practical use, but it's a SEMA Build. It's what can we do that's going to blow your mind. And Neil does that,
What is capable.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so, to point out some of the things that Neil did to this thing, Hoppo's air suspension were the ones that put the air ride suspension on this thing. It is the only all-electric truck the only one with an air suspension on it right now. Is it? Neil built it.
And if you haven't seen it in our video, check it out. There's a cut where he leans in the truck and flips a switch, and literally it and the truck drops.
Right.
And he made a comment about, hey, when my wife gets in, I push this button or something.
Right.
That wasn't me saying that. That's him saying that, right?
Right. No, but then he quickly said, no, you. So. Right. Let me tell you, Ford is the one that asked Neil to build this thing. And, in fact, Ford has called this thing the Swiss Army knife of trucks. And it truly is, because it has a little bit of everything. Like Keith said, solar charging, portable air compressor, refrigerator, console vault, recaro front and rear seats, the Thule cargo accessories, all that stuff. He also had a couple of two Super 73 e-bikes mounted on the back end of that thing. That you go off road, you want to take a little two-wheeler off and go have fun in it. That's what that's for. Those are electric bikes.
Yeah.
But one of the things that was pretty impressive, and this was a kind of an exclusive thing that Neil let us in on, the rooftop tent that he had, which is a Thule rooftop tent, is not available in the U.S. yet. However, he had it on the top of this truck, and it is coming to the U.S. So in 2023, keep your eye out there on a rooftop tent from Thule, which was used on this particular build. I think he also had Nitto Grappler tires on it. I mean, the list is on and on. Yeah, this thing was killer.
And you know what my favorite thing about this build was, Jay, and probably Neil, in terms of his personality, which I feel like I can relate to. Mm-hmm. My favorite thing about this build, can I tell you guys?
Let's hear it.
He said, we're going to take this home and we're going to use it.
Yeah.
It's not going in a museum.
Nope.
It's getting used.
Yeah, we're going to
built it to be used.
Yeah, we're going to take it home. We're going to beat it up on the way home, and he has. And I've followed him. He's been at several. He's been at the LA Auto Show since then. He was down in New Mexico, I believe, as well at another show. So he is taking this thing across the country and showing it off. So I would highly recommend that you go to Tjin Edition, and that's TJIN, Tjin Edition. Customs.com or TjinEdition.com. You'll go to his website and you'll get all the info you need there. You can follow him on Facebook and Instagram. He's all over socials and stuff. But I like Neil for the same reason that everybody that watched that video did. And I had someone that watched our video on it. Again, you can catch it over on youtube.com/Parts Kind of Gurus. One guy commented to me, he goes, gosh, man, what a beautiful build. And he just seems so chill. And my comment back to him was, yeah, he actually is. Super, super nice guy and very excited about his build. Really wanted to tell everyone about it. He's been doing it for 2 decades now, building for SEMA. And as a little bit of a surprise here, I'm gonna pull this out. I haven't asked Neil yet, but Keith, we're gonna get him on. Neil's gonna come on to our podcast.
I would love that.
And we're gonna talk about some of his past builds and hopefully catch up with him on some future builds. We've got some other SEMA builders that are going to be coming on in the next several weeks, so just make sure you pay attention to this podcast at partscounterguru.com /podcast links. There you go. So